matibay ang samahan, budhi ang sandigan, laging maninindigan. Daan sa kaunlaran, tulay sa kinabukasan, serbisyo ang tungkulin ko, trabaho ko, dangal ko. DPWH, Pilipino at marangal, tapat at marunong pinagkakapuri ko. DPWH, Pilipino at marangal, taas noong naglilingkod. DPWH, buong pusong naglilingkod. DPWH, ipinagmamalaki kong paglingkuran ang Pilipino. DPWH, 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 DPWH. Ang maglingkod ng tapat, gantimpala'y karangalan, tunay na yaman gagalan.
So, once again, good morning to everyone. And before we proceed, may I request the head of the back secretariat to please do the roll call for the determination of quorum.
Okay, Mr. Chair. Again, good morning to everyone. Let's start with our roll call. Start with the back members. Our back chairperson, Engineer Julian Castro Jr. Our back vice chairperson, Ma'am Emeline Orteza. And the members, Engineer Jackie Luz Pitorida, and Engineer Christian Tiragira. From the back technical working group, headed by Engineer Marjan Chris Gulia, and the members, Ma'am Amelia G. Ragsak, Engineer Michelle M. Figueres, Engineer Vilmalin Pulili, Engineer Marchester Advincula, Engineer Wilkins P. Garcia, Engineer Wilmer Tindok, Engineer Rachel Ann Padirayon, and Engineer Roxanne D. Guillermo. From the back secretariat, headed by yours truly, Cristina Lunciano, and the members, Ms. Aisala Borenia, and Mr. Gilbert Concordia. Mr. Chair, with the majority of the back members present, we have a quorum for this pre-bidding conference.
Thank you, Ma'am Isel. So our agenda for today's meeting is the fourth bid conference of 5 civil works project under the General Appropriation Act for CY 2026. So let's start with the first project under contract ID number 26BC0010. A road construction or construction of slope protection using structural measures. And may I request Engineer Advincula to present the project data of this contract.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For 26BC0010, Organizational Outcome 1, ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation program, rehabilitation, reconstruction of roads with slips, slope collapse, and landslide, tertiary roads, junction Logac-Lasam-Gagabutan Road, Chainage 17690 to Chainage 17760. The approved location is Rizal, Cagayan. For the approved budget of the contract, 11,246,480 pesos. For major categories of work for the contract to be procured, RCSPS, roads construction slope protection using structural measures. Unit of measure, linear meter. Dimension, 70 meters. Similar categories of work, FCSPS, flood control, construction slope protection using structural measures. FCBPS, flood control, construction bank protection structure, and FCSP, flood control, construction shore protection. The project has a contract duration of 142 calendar days. For the scope of work, earthwork, embankment from roadway structure excavation, common soil, surplus common excavation, subgrade preparation, common material, structure excavation, common soil. For the subbase and base course, aggregate subbase course. For the surface courses, Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced, 0.23 meter thick, 14 days. For drainage and slope protection structures, filter cloth and gabions, 1 meter by 1 meter by 2 meters, metallic coated. For the minimum equipment requirement, for backhoe, backhoe with a minimum capacity of 0.8 cubic meters or 1.05 cubic yards. 1 unit cargo service truck with minimum capacity of 9 to 10 metric ton, one concrete screeder, one concrete vibrator, one dump truck with a minimum capacity of 12 cubic yard, one joint chiller machine, one motorized road grader, one transit mixer with a minimum capacity of 5 cubic feet, and one vibratory roller with a minimum capacity of 10 metric tons, and one water truck with a minimum capacity of 16,000 liters. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, General Advincula. So, any clarification from the members of the BAC and the technical working group with regards to the presentation of Engineer Advincula for contract ID number 26 DC0010? So, there being none, we will now proceed with the next project. Under contract ID number 26 BC0032. 32. And may I request Engineer Golia to discuss the technical aspects and the minimum equipment requirements for this contract.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning to everyone. For this contract ID 26BC0032, the contract name is Convergence and Special Support Program, Construction, Improvement of Access Roads, leading to trades, industries, and economic zones, roads leveraging linkages for industry and trade infrastructure program, Roll Youth, Centro 2, Nagbaranganan, Cagayan State University Road, connecting to Cacao Plantation area in support of the cacao industry, Centro 2, Station 6, plus 393 to Station 6 plus 623, Sanchez, Mira, Cagayan. The approved budget for the contract is 4,453,120 pesos. The major categories of work for the contract to be procured are RCP, roads, construction, PCCP. With a net length of 0.23 kilometer or 0.46 lane kilometer. The similar major categories of work are RP, roads, rehabilitation, PCCP, RCTP, roads, construction, tunnel, PCCP. This project is a contract duration 8 to 9 calendar days. And the scope of works for the earthworks, removal of trees, surplus common excavation, embankment works, subgrade preparation, and common material. For the subbase and base floors, and aggregate subbase floors, 20 centimeter thick. And for the surface floors, gravel surface floors, for the gravel shoulder, 15 centimeter thick. And Portland cement concrete pavement reinforced 0.15 meter thick, 14 days for the paved shoulder, and Portland cement concrete pavement reinforced 0.28 meter thick, 14 days for the main carriage way. Also included in the miscellaneous structures, seedlings or saplings for the programs of institute. And for the minimum equipment requirement, Mia, equipment requirement, backhoe, 0.8 cubic meter capacity, cargo or service truck, concrete spreader, concrete vibrator, dump truck with the capacity of 12 cubic yard, joint sealer machine, motorized road grader, payloader with the capacity of 1.5 cubic meters, transit mixer with the capacity of 5 cubic feet, vibratory roller with the capacity of 10 metric tons, and water truck for pump with the capacity of 16,000 liters. That's it.
Thank you, Engineer Bulia. So you have listened to the presentation of Engineer Bulia. Is there any question or clarification? So there being none, okay, the Reason Award Committee is to inform that the applicable fee for this for the bidding documents for this contract is 5,000 pesos only. Okay? So, yung isa pala yung sa contract ID number 26BC0010, the applicable fee for the bidding documents for this project is 25 pesos only. Kalimutan ko kanina, yung isa. 25,000 pesos. Yung 26BC0010. So we'll now proceed with the next project. Under contract ID number 26BC0035, and my request Engineer Rukins Garcia to please present the technical aspects and the minimum equipment requirements for this contract.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, and good morning, everyone. For this contract, 26BC 0035, the contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program, Construction, Improvement of Access Roads leading to trades, industries, and economic zones, roads leveraging linkages for industry and trade infrastructure program, road San Julian-Tayak Barangay Road leading to Manila North Road, connecting to agribusiness industry, aquatic resources, vegetables, rice, and Nipa byproducts, Siguiran, Station 2 plus 569 to Station 2 plus 810, and the location of the contract is Abulug, Cagayan. The approved budget for the contract is 4,898,040 pesos only. And the major categories of work for the contract to be procured: RCP, roads construction, PCCP, with a net length of 241 meters or 0.482 linear kilometer, and project duration of 59 calendar days. For the scope of work, we have the earthwork, clearing and grabbing, surplus common excavation, subgrade preparation, common material. And for the subbase and base course, we have only aggregate subbase course. And for the surface course, the Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced 0.28 meters thick, 14 days for the main carriageway, and gravel surface course for the gravel shoulder, 15 centimeter thick. And for the minimum equipment requirements, We have backhoe with a capacity of 0.8 cubic meter, 1 unit, 1 unit cargo service truck with a capacity of 2.5 metric tons, 1 unit of concrete spreader, 1 unit of concrete vibrator, 1 unit 12 cubic yard of dump truck, 1 joint sealer machine, 1 motorized road grader with capacity of 163 horsepower, 1 payloader with a capacity of 1.5 cubic meter, 1 transit mixer with a capacity of 5 cubic feet per meter, 1 vibratory roller with a capacity of 10 metric tons, and 1 water truck with the capacity of 16,000 liters. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Garcia. And the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the DPW for this contract or for this project is 5,000 pesos only. So, is there any clarification? The presentation of Engineer Garcia? There being none, we will now proceed with the next project under contract item number 26BC0038. And may I request Engineer Wilmer Pindot to present the technical aspect of the project and the minimum equipment requirements.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and good morning to everyone. For contract ID number 26BC0038, contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program, Sustainable Infrastructure Project, Elevating Dock, SIPAD, Access Road and or bridges from the National Road, leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, connecting of Ballesteros to Abulug, Sangha Road, Barangay, Centro, Ballesteros, Cagayan. Station 0+00 to station 0+719. Location of the contract is Ballesteros, Cagayan. The approved budget for the contract is 9,604,000 pesos only. For the major categories of work for the contract to be procured, RCP Roads Construction PCCP. And the similar categories of work, Roads Rehabilitation PCCP, Roads Construction Tunnel PCCP. With a net length of 0.72 kilometer or 1.44 lane kilometer. For the contract duration of 64 calendar days. For the major categories of work to be done, scope of work for the project to be done, we have the earthworks that include removal of structures and obstruction, concrete, embankment from roadway structure excavation, common soil, embankment from barrow, common soil, and the subgrade preparation, common material. The next is the subgrade and base course that includes only the aggregate sub-base course. We have also the surface course that include gravel surface course, Portland cement, concrete pavement, unreinforced, 0.33 meter thick, 14 rule. And the last, the drainage and slope protection structures that include reinforcing steel, grade 40, reinforcing steel, grade 60, structural concrete, class A, 28 days, and pipe culvert, class 4, arching PC. And the minimum equipment requirement, we have one backbone with a capacity of 0.8 cubic meter, one carpet abstract with a capacity of 90 metric tons, complete spreader, one complete vibrator, one dump truck with a capacity of 12 cubic yards, one joint chiller machine, one motorized road grader, one payloader with a capacity of 1.5 cubic meter, one front mixture with a capacity of 5 cubic feet, one regulatory roller with a capacity of 10 metric ton, and one water truck with a capacity of 16,000. That's all, Mr. Chief.
Okay. You have heard the presentation of Engineer Tinok for contract ID number 26BC0038. Any clarification or comment from the body? Okay, having none. So the applicable fee for the bidding documents for this contract is 10,000 pesos only. Now we will now proceed to the last project under contract ID number 26BC 0042. The Convergence and Special Support Program, Sustainable Infrastructure Projects, Elevating Gaps, Access Road or Bridges from National Roads, leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of this road, at Banyan and Yugan Road, Abulug, Cagayan. I request Engineer Padirayon to present the technical aspects and the minimum equipment requirements for this contract.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. For 26BC 0042, Convergence and Special Support Program, Sustainable Infrastructure Projects Alleviating Gaps, CPAG, access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of access road, Banyan, Namayugan Road, Station 0+000 to Station 1+438, Abulug, Cagayan. The major category for the contract to be procured, roads, construction, PCCP, with a total length of 1.438 kilometers, equivalent to 2.876 lane kilometers, with a total ABC of 26,717,740 pesos and a contract duration of 226 calendar days. For the scope of works, earthworks, structure excavation, common soil, foundation fill, for retaining wall and rectangular cross drainage, pipe culverts and drain excavation, common soil, embankment from roadway or structure excavation, common soil, embankment from barrow, common soil, subgrade preparation, common material. For the subbase and base course, aggregate subbase course with 20 centimeter thick. For surface course, gravel surface course for gravel shoulder 15 centimeter thick and Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced 0.23 thick 14 days for main carriageway and a total width of 5 meters. For drainage and slope protection structures, reinforcing steel grade 40 and grade 60 for retaining wall and rectangular cross drainage, structural concrete 20.68 megapascal class A 28 days for retaining wall and cross drainage and pipe culvert class 4. For the minimum equipment to be used, one unit backhoe, 1 unit cargo or service truck, 1 unit concrete skidder, 1 unit concrete vibrator, 1 unit dump truck, 1 unit joint sealer machine, 1 unit motorized road grader, 1 unit payloader, 1 unit transit mixer, 1 unit vibratory roller, and 1 unit water truck. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Padirayon. So the applicable fee for the bidding documents for this project is 25,000 pesos only. So for the 5 projects, the Bids and Award Committee is to inform that the bidder should have completed within 5 years from the date of submission and receipt of bids a contract similar to the project. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents. And bidding will be conducted through a competitive bidding procedure using a non-discretionary pass-fail criterion as specified in the IRR, otherwise known as the New Government Procurement Act. And a complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on May 21, 2026 to June 15, 2026 at the office of the Back Secretariat at the DPWH Cagayan 2nd DEO, 2nd floor at Procurement Unit, Puro Claylo, Libertad, Abulug, Cagayan. Upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents. And bid must be duly received by the Bids and Award Committee through or the Back Secretariat through manual submission at the address as mentioned a while ago, or online or electronic submission through the electronic bidding facility of the PJEPs on or before June 15, 2026 at 10 a.m. And again, late bids shall not be accepted. And the opening of bids shall be on June 15, 2026 at 10 a.m. immediately after the deadline of submission of bids of at new conference room, ground floor, annex building, DPWH Cagayan 2nd DEO. Cagayan 2nd DEO. So for the eligibility requirements, may I request the head of the Back Secretariat to discuss to us.
Everyone, may I just read to you the required documents comprising the bid envelope to be submitted by the prospective bidders. The first bid envelope shall contain the following technical documents, including the eligibility documents. First, the PhilJEP Certificate of Registration, Platinum Membership, in accordance with Section 20 of the IRR, PCAB License and Registration, statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Next is the statement of the bidder's SLCC in accordance with the instruction to bidders, clause 5.5. The SLCC shall be supported by an owner's certificate of final acceptance issued by the project owner other than the contractor, or a final rating of at least satisfactory in the CPES, or a similar performance and monitoring system. In case of contracts with the private sector, an equivalent document shall be submitted. Next is the NFCC computation. We have also the joint venture agreement, if applicable, bid security in the prescribed form and amount in accordance with instruction to bidders, clause 16, and validity period under instruction to bidders, clause 15. Project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart of the personnel to be deployed for the procurement project to be bid, list of contractors' personnel to be assigned to the procurement project to be bid with their complete qualifications and experience data. These personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience set in the bidding document. As per DPWH Department Order Number 130, Series of 2016, Guidelines for the Implementation of the Provisions of Republic Act Number 6685 and Republic Act Number 9710, or the Magna Carta of Women, the organizational chart for the project under bid shall indicate the total number of skilled and unskilled labor requirements in which the mandatory minimum 30 to 50% local labor recruitment shall be met. Next is the list of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, which must meet the minimum requirements for the contract set in the bidding documents. As per DPWH Department Order Number 9, Series of 2012, Technical Requirements for Civil Works Projects for Public Bidding, the bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected. If any piece of equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be disqualified. Next is the Omnibus Sworn Statement in accordance with Section 54.3 of the IRR. Also, we have, as per DPWH Department Order Number 124, Series of 2016, preparation of a straight line diagram. Straight line diagram shall be prepared and attached to the bidding documents in accordance with the templates prescribed under Annexes A-3 and B-5A to B of DO number 246 series of 2024. The SLD shall clearly depict project alignment coverage, chainages, and critical reference points. This ensures that all bidders have a uniform and accurate understanding of the project scope, thereby minimizing misinterpretations and disputes during implementation. In case of corporations, partnerships, private sector organizations, foundations, and associations, the prospective bidder is required to submit the latest general information sheet reflecting beneficial ownership information received by the Securities and Exchange Commission. The second bid envelope shall contain the financial bid form, which includes the bid prices and the bill of quantities in accordance with the Instruction to Bidders Clauses 13.1. So,
So we have listened to the eligibility requirements to be eligible to bid for the contract. So any more clarification from the body? So since none, okay, this meeting is now our this meeting yeah, any announcement from the Secretariat?
Scheduled opening of bids for these 5 civil work projects is on June 15, 2026 at 10 o'clock in the morning.
So take due notice of the date of our bidding of opening of bids. So there's no, since there's no question, the meeting is now adjourned.